Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Lorebound. Today we are covering Shen, and I am with my co-host
Gabe, and I am with the other host,
Kuro Hitsuki, and we are going to go over Shen, Eye of Twilight, the protector of Ionia and the biggest tank in our hearts. Let's see what we got in Vendetta for this brand new champion.
lots of interesting things, as in it is the first time we've had Shen as a legend unit. We had him as a champion in set 1, so we've been waiting for a bit. We've had him in artwork here and there. We've had stuff that is synergistic with him, but we have not had this guy, which just action gives something tank when you tap it. Simple as can be. But not so simple to play.
No, not
cool.
at all.
No.
And like the fact that we have a legend that can be activated on other people's turns, right? So like when our opponents are doing things, they do have to keep in mind that at some point all the damage that they want to do to their weaker unit that we have at our battlefield just will be directed somewhere else. They gotta keep that in mind there.
Every attack will be a bad attack as long as we have this up, or defense, which we will get to.
And between the two legend choices we have here, I mean, you know, we gotta go for the we gotta. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and a good one.
All right, what do we have in the notes for this deck here?
Well, sticking with Shen's theme that we're going to see in a lot of his cards, you want exactly 2 units at a battlefield. That is non-negotiable. We will get around that with some specific cards like that can hide at a battlefield, but the majority of things that we're playing with, 2 battlefields, necessity. That's it.
Yeah, it's a very unique necessity, and it's like kind of rough. But if we can stick with it, I think it ends up being pretty worth it in the end. But we gotta see.
And the reason it's even semi-playable is because of that legend ability. We get to decide, you know what? This little weak guy over here, Mama Bear's going to protect him. And that's fine. We're going to take all 4 of that damage from that Noxus Hopeful to this Sanctum, whatever it's called.
Right.
The other guy lives. No damage required. So it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
It's all combat tricks, man. We have so many hidden cards in this deck. He's a ninja. He's gonna be sneaky. That is
the Eye of
flavor
Twilight
right there. That's flavor. He may be too big to be like a little quiet ninja. We're gonna make up with that with the rest of the deck, okay? It's there.
He's got that taunt ability. Okay, so let's head over and see what different champion units this Shen has and which one we went with in the end.
Well, so Shen, as we stated in the opening, did have an Origins unit, which is good. It's very good. But it's not what we're going for today, because it's just so much more fun to see your points tick up faster than ever. So we'll talk about the others first, and then we'll go to the main guy. So the original Shen, 3 energy, 1 power, 3 might, reaction, shield 2, and tank. As simple as can be. The green one, 5 energy, 1 power, 6 might. And when you hold with exactly 1 other unit, has to be 1 other unit. When this triggers, we'll get there. You get to draw a card. That's fine.
It's not
but
too
the
bad.
Yellow one, it's not too bad, but it's not big potato like what we're going for on this next one. 6 energy, 2 power, 7 might. When I hold, if there's exactly 1 other unit here, you score a point. Yeah. This is Ari, but so much worse. But we're gonna do it. It's okay. We'll settle. Yeah. We'll settle today. And I shield. That's something. 8 might is really good. With certain cards in this deck, that becomes like 15 might, basically. It's pretty good.
He really could have had like shield 2 or 3, right?
Yes,
like, I mean,
come on, just anything to make him playable.
He gets to he gets to a location. He has to hold down there with someone else, and you probably target him with your tank ability. But I mean, 7 might's a lot. Don't get me wrong.
It's a lot, but like in this economy, in the Hidden Blade economy, you expect this to fly? He has his entire ability in League is like, oh, you're not auto-attacking me, ha ha.
Yeah, where's that?
So it's like a shield 1 for that to take an entire like guillotine to the skull, you're just gonna go, ah, okay, well that was too much.
Yeah, even like I get the flex not being there because it's just like not a spell shield or anything that he has, but
Yeah.
having the whole like dodging physical attacks to him should have been in play in some way, shape, or form. But regardless, I guess that's just like for the signature spells or anything
Yeah.
to maybe do, and we need to somehow have 2 units in play. This being one of them, and then being able to gain 2 points every single time we hold will help us catch up from that early game where we're probably giving up a little too much space to our opponents.
Well, good thing you brought that up because a lot of our early game units are definitely going to help us get there, especially because they're all toys from the new set designed solely for him.
Alrighty, let's take a look at the total deck list here because our chosen champion is going to be this yellow Shen, leader of the Kinkou Order. So, looking at the whole deck list here, hold and hidden, we got some spicy choices here. All of them basically being pretty Ionian flavored, which is awesome for what we do.
Most of them. The ones that aren't, we'll get there. They're a necessity.
Yes, correct.
We'll start off with the elephant in the room in our top left corner, Trevor Snoozebottom. Why is he here? Because even he has shield, which is good, but he says when he holds, you make a 3 might sprite with temporary. Because those sprites go away before you hold a battlefield, even if you have Trevor, a sprite, and Shen on a battlefield, sprite goes away, Shen gives you extra point, you get another sprite off the trigger. So it works. It all works perfectly.
That's sweet. Yeah, that's really cool. So now, like, even though
from the game kitchen right there, it's pretty good.
Even though you'll be holding and defending on your opponent's turns with 3 units there, so now they have to really get around it. You can even put tank on the sprite if you really need. Yeah.
Giving it to the sprite is definitely the way to go for that too.
And by the time your turn comes around, when it actually checks if you're holding, as we know from the Lilia decks, the sprites leave before they actually get to hold anything. So they'll go away. Shen's there to check. Hey, I only got 2 units. I get that extra point or the extra card draw or anything else that we have triggering on that 2-person hold. So that is really, really cool. Really, really nice.
It's going to be so strong. And you're holding for what? 15, I'm pretty sure? You're holding for 15 with just those 2 cards? Seems pretty good for two units holding a battlefield.
Seems really good.
That's pretty nice.
All right, so what do we have next here, especially in the another 2-drop slot here?
Well, this is another special card from Vendetta that was most certainly designed for Shen. That would be Mournful Witness, a 2-energy 2-might unit that says, if I survive a combat, empower me, and then it gets +2 for as long as it's empowered. This is our green Noxus Hopeful baby. For those of you who know me, I love Noxus Hopeful. We got it in green finally. I finally have a reason to play green. I don't have to swear up that color anymore. But this is just super playable. Can't run without it.
Oh, I kind of want that card for Leona. Okay. And then next up we have Disciple of Shen. And, you know, I love the cards that say the character's name on them. So, like, you gotta put them together. That's what it says
on the poster. It's on the jar. Look at it. Look at it. This is one of our big combat tricks of the deck and early game unit. This card is a beast in Shen in every manner of speaking. It is a 2-energy 1-might unit with hidden, sneaky little ninja. And if there's one other unit at this battlefield, it has shield 3. Kuro, I couldn't help but notice that we have 2 2-might units in this deck that are both defending with 4 might. That is a crazy curve to have in a deck like this. And people say he's weak.
That is really cool. Like, just the fact that we can also, it's like a hidden card, right? So normally people expect like Hidden Blade or all these other spells and interaction, but the fact that it's a unit, meaning that our opponents can't counter it, right? Being able to have a unit here that all of a sudden is blocking for 4 that we only spent either just like a rune on or 2, it's just going to be like such a good hold piece.
It's going to be so efficient, and a really important thing with this when I've actually played it so far is that you flip up this Disciple of Shen when you already have 2 units at that battlefield, and then you just give it tank, or you give the bigger thing tank, it dies in combat, it goes away, and now you have Disciple of Shen and the other unit, and you're probably going to get some benefit, like, I don't know, from Mournful Witness, from Shen, whatever else you have there, and it's just a great trade. This is how we're going to get more units at a battlefield. We keep them hidden until they are needed.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so what do we have for this next one here?
That's a bit of a break in flavor, Kuro. I'm sorry, but
listen, it's
we
not
had
your fault.
to do it.
Like, I mean, I don't know why they
do it.
I don't know why they gave a Shuriman card, the thing that's very clearly Shen focused.
It doesn't make sense.
It's just unnecessary.
But we are continuing with that low cost, high might curve with what is essentially a 3 energy, 5 might unit. Why is that? He's playing a game. That's not what it says on the card, but it does. It's 5 energy, 1 power, and as long as you have a battlefield with exactly 2 units at it, it's pretty good. Could just be a Trevor Snooze Bottom holding by himself for all we care. It costs 2 and 1 power less. This is a beast. We have so many low-cost, high-might units, it's hard to think that this deck won't just stomp your casual table.
Crush. I do love that. Yeah, even though it's Shuriman, like the ability just works so very well. And that's just one of the things I love about Vendetta in general. It being a small set means that the mechanics are very tight in there. And they make it pretty close to on flavor. And if this is the only break, I mean, that's totally fine. Being able to
She immigrated over to Ionia. She's there.
Yeah. They're like next to each other on the map or something.
Yeah, you've just...
The island desert, it's like the same place.
It's close.
But this next card is very on theme. In fact, you can even see Shen in the artwork itself.
Oh, you can. Sacred Protector is staying on, I think you just get it at this point. Every card has a higher might than its cost. It is insane. Except this one doesn't really have too much of a downside. So 4 energy, 1 power, 6 might. I don't deal combat damage unless I'm at a battlefield with exactly 1 other unit. Now you can attack with 3 units into a battlefield. Give this tank, and it's just Galio. You just made your own Galio. It's great. But this is also really good on defense with if you have Sacred Protector by itself and then hide a Disciple of Shen.
Oh,
insane
people think that they're going to get a free attack in. And they'll keep like a counter spell up for something that they think is a spell, but nope, it's actually a unit.
They think. And we have so much tank in this deck with specifically the next card, and then you have the yellow Shen, and you have your legend. You can pick and choose, essentially, where it's like, I want this Shen to live, and then I'll give my other 2 things tank.
Right.
And then they'll have to choose between that, and this Shen will live no matter what. That's what this deck is. It is deciding everything for your opponent. And it's always going to be bad for them unless they wipe your entire battlefield, which you were losing already. So I don't know why you're commenting that right now. Come on.
Yeah, chaos, and the cards that are able to interact with like the placement of units already is going to be a problem. But we are in green, so let's see. As we move on to the spells, what sort of interaction do we have to keep our units safe and potentially mess up our opponent's tempo?
So much, Kuro, so much.
Ooh,
we have 2 energy for hidden action speed. Is that reaction or action? Sorry, let me read.
That's reaction, baby. Okay, yeah, we'll start.
That's reaction? Oh my god, I keep that in. I'm just that surprised. I'm that aghast by how good it is. It gives shield 3 and tank to something. It is basically our legend ability, but then also an additional +3. So fantastic.
Good.
Cannot ask for more. It's Disciple of Shen on a spell. You're getting shield 3 and
oh my gosh, yeah, it really is. And the fact that it doesn't cost us a rune to play, right? Like, sure, it could be hidden, fine. But just like Disciple of Shen, but both of them, if you play normally, won't cost us a rune. We just keep on trucking forward, and now we have, again, as you said, shield 3 and tank.
It's so good. Moving on, we have 2 energy and 1 power for Resonating Strike. This card is pretty interesting from the new set, and this is going to be our little surprise.
Gotcha.
Because this is how we can trigger our, you need exactly 2 units during combat. They swing into our Disciple of Shen. Oh no, it's a 2-mana 1 might. Resonating Strike. Wow. It has hidden and reaction. Choose a battlefield you control and a unit you control at a different location. Move that unit to that battlefield and give it +2. So then that Disciple of Shen is going to get +3. Our Mournful Witness that we're moving up there is going to get an additional +2. Give tank to the Disciple of Shen. Mournful Witness survives combat. It gets the +2 forever. This is just Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my,
That
oh,
is right.
so good.
That
So,
is
so
right.
good.
I do like
This
that
is,
aspect where, like, if combat starts with the mournful witness, but then you do something where mournful witness just gets removed, that combat ends, and
that
that does
counts.
trigger mournful witness. That is
That
that's some big
counts.
brain plays right there. I love that.
Exactly. You could even swing up the mournful witness into a battlefield and then resonating strike it away if you really
Hmm.
wanted to do that to give it +2. It's still fun. It's funny. You can
Yeah,
do whatever
and
you want with it.
it's also a way for when we're attacking, right? Like we can attack one other battlefield, and then as we move a unit into something else, it's kind of like a zenith blade in a
It's
way,
Ride the
where
Wind.
it lets us
We
get
got
like double
Ride the Wind
combat in.
again.
Yeah, it's good for both attack and defense, which as ninjas
So
should be.
awesome.
Hmm.
As they should. Then we continue our spell package with Back Off. Y'all know what this does. 3
Yeah.
energy, stun something, draw a card if you play it from your hand, has hidden. It's an action. It's good. We can gloss over that to get to the spiciest ninja meatball of this entire deck. Key Barrier. Oh
Hmm.
my god, Kuro, when I tell you I got so many people with this at the pre-rift. Oh!
Yes.
I
Oof.
splashed yellow for it in my Renekton deck just to play my 2 copies of this.
Ooh.
So funny. It
That's
is
so good.
2 energy, 1 power at reaction speed. Choose
Hmm.
a unit, prevent the next 7 damage dealt to it this turn. Now, we give something tank. That basically just adds 7 defensible might onto it. Disciple of Shen, 4 might. We have a Mournful Witness next to it. Let's say Disciple of Shen, we're like, okay, well, we'll prevent the next 7 damage to it and then give it tank. They now
Right.
have to deal 11 damage
Yeah.
to that Disciple of Shen. That
Right.
Mournful Witness is going to live through combat now. Like, there's
Absolutely.
no conversation to be had about it. It's
Hmm.
such a combo with everything in this dang deck.
Or
Got
even
anything to
just
say
mournful
about it? I'm
witness,
high on it.
or even just the fact that you prevent damage to the mournful witness, like early game or something, right? It's just like, well, it never took damage in the first place,
Yeah.
so it got to
It
live
gets the
that
+2.
combat. It ends, it gets even bigger.
It's going to get it.
Hmm.
It's just that good. Everything is so synergistic in this deck.
And that honestly feels like it should have been the signature spell for Shen, because it's kind of like doing his ultimate, but we actually are moving on to the real signature spell,
I'm a
and
fan
that's
of it.
Shadow Dash.
I'm sorry, I might be the one person on Earth that's a fan of this. It's Charm that buffs my units. It's neat. I like it. 2 energy, 1 power for Shadow Dash. You may move an enemy unit to a battlefield where you have units. And if there's exactly 2 there, then you each get +1. And then you can play this with Flow from your trash for 5 and 2 power. Kuro, it's not as bad as it looks.
It's not as bad as
Let
it
me
looks.
just start. It's not as bad as it looks. It's not the best thing ever, but it's also pretty dang good when you got an 11, now 12 defense Disciple of Shen over there. I think you're going to be murking a unit or 2.
I think you
I
will.
think you're going to be able to get rid of something with this.
And
It's a removal spell. You need a little bit in your deck. It's cool.
Just a little bit.
It's a signature spell.
And just in general, like part of kind of like the tempo plays with Riftbound is being able to interrupt your opponents before they can stack up a giant offensive, right? Because holding is already very
Yes.
difficult in this game. That's why green yellow decks tend to really struggle, because they're all largely hold based. But being able to use Charm to pull the unit that your opponent just played, exhausted, into combat that they were not ready for, with all of their like assault abilities and everything, being able to stop that kind of means that next turn you'll probably be able to hold with 2 units, because your opponents know that they can't actually stack up that much might anymore.
You're going to get that additional point from Shen. They can't stop you. It's going to be pretty damn good.
It's good.
You know why you're even more guaranteed to get it? Because we have an equipment designed just for this deck. It's everything in this deck is a signature spell for Shen. Really.
Honestly, yeah.
They don't have to be good signature spells, but
Correct.
they are his signature spells. Hand Hammer is 2 energy, equipped for 1 power. I have +2 while I'm at a battlefield with exactly 1 other unit, and it gives +1, so it's +3. It's a BF sword, guys. It's half the cost of BF sword. It has to be good. It's playable in Azir. It can be playable in the deck it was made for, okay?
Absolutely.
And we're putting it right there.
I love how it's like clearly like some weird Noxian weapon, and it's just like, why couldn't it have
It's
just
so
been
clearly
Shen's
from
sword?
Noxus.
Like, why
It's
couldn't it have
so
just been Shen's sword? Like, I
because
don't.
we already made Shen's sword, but it deals with
Yeah, for
XP for
buff,
some reason.
for buffing, he does whatever,
Yes!
whatever.
It's fine.
It's
We've
fine.
talked about all these Shens already. They're great, but there's one little card hidden down here that has some synergy in our deck. He's also just a little ninja that likes to stun, and he's also hidden, so flavor.
Flavor.
3 energy, 2 might for Kennen. He has hidden, and when he is played from hidden or attacks, you may pay 2 to stun a unit, and if there's a stunned enemy unit here, I get +2. This includes back off people. Keep that in mind while thinking about this card. It's good. Kennen's just a good unit. Hidden units are good because we can have Disciple Shen, we can have Kennen, we can have block, we can have back off, resonating strike. We have so many hidden things in this deck. This is a hidden deck, really. Like at the end of the day, it's really weird, but it's cool. I like it.
Right. And the thing is, it's like, I mean, as we said with back off, your opponents don't know which one is face down, right? It could be the spell back off, it could be the Kennen unit. You could have back off on your hand, right? And then still play that if they're attacking with 2 units. Double stun, Kennen gets stronger, you're going to take one of them out. It gets really powerful in the right hands, which are yours.
Ooh. The watcher, not me. I cooked this deck up. You're gonna play it though.
You got this.
You're gonna watch this video and go, you know what? I think I could play that.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah.
And then you run into the first like Star-Crossed lovers, and you're just like, this sucks.
This is awful. This is got Star-Crossed 3 times in a row with Fizz.
They always have it. They always
have it. Let's go on to the battlefields. I want to think about getting Star-Crossed. That's where I come to escape that.
Let's head on over. Okay. I love Kinkou Temple. Just straight up, like, I'm here for it. Because that is basically like giving your legend at action speed on your opponent's turn to be able to go like, oh yeah, it's tank. All the damage is going over here. Also, it's +1 might.
Yeah, it's literally the Kinkou Temple. It is Shen of the Kinkou Order. You gotta run the Kinkou Temple. Gotta. The other one, fortified position. This could also help your opponent, but it helps us more because we give shield 2 to something and then give it tank. So we're just cooler like that. We don't have to deal damage whenever they give shield 2. That's stupid, by the way.
I mean, put that in with
we get to choose.
Shen's Disciple. It's just like, oh my god. Okay, well, I won't be taking
Shen's Disciple is the MVP, truly. Like, these two are the real... Well, these two are the MVPs to me, but Shen's Disciple, pretty damn good.
Yeah. And then one last Ionian land here. Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, you draw a card.
Our goal is to hold.
It's Screen Shen. You're going to hold.
Yeah.
We're going to hold. We're going to draw even more. That is the name of the game. It's just all we're really trying to do. That's why some of the most important cards in this deck are Trevor Snooze Bottom and Key Barrier, because like we talked about that Trevor Snooze Bottom tech, it's just going to hold for so much for just using 2 cards.
Right.
Add a Key Barrier on top of that. That Sprite might even live to your turn. Like, we don't even want it to live, but it will, because the deck is just that good.
Just that good. Just that good. It honestly, it also like kind of really supersedes having like the Poro with Defender, because you would think the Poro with Defender would be perfect for this, but like, you know, Vendetta added so many new tools, and being able to tank, you know, put all the damage on something that's gonna get like additional might from either Kinkou Order or fortified position, of course. It's just, I mean, we're gonna be able to hold without it.
Mournful Witness and Shen's Disciple are just so strong.
It's so good.
They're so strong. We got the rule of 6 going on. We have 6 great 2-drop units made for this deck. How could Shen be bad?
How could Shen be bad?
We are going to see a Shen at Regional Qualifier LA. Mark my words.
Mark my
words. I will
words.
find them and I will interview
and I'll beat them so you can take the shiny Shen from them.
I'll take their medal.
Yeah. So that's all we have for the Shen deck, and it's a pretty flavorful one, but honestly, the ultimate flavor is to have Shen go up against Zed. So how do we think Shen goes into a Zed matchup?
Well, I don't think Zed has a Disciple of Shen at his side, so Disciple of Zed? All he has is all of his shadow clones. They're a bunch of dorks, honestly. Know why he lives in the shadow of Shen? Because, come on. Like, is he really gonna You can't do that.
Got some of
You
these?
can't do
Nope.
that. I think that there's so much combat tricking in this deck. The key barrier is insane. Like, what, a shadow clone is going to get charmed into you by your signature spell? What are they going to do? It's 0 might. If they don't have anything to banish in their trash, they're just going to be like, well, I just lost a main part of my game plan. So
Yep, huge part of it. Yeah,
sucks to suck, man. But I think Shen wins that. There's a reason that he's the chosen of the Kinkou. Zed is just too reckless and, darn I say, stupid. I don't like him.
Oh,
I like
just straight up
Shen.
stupid.
Ooh!
I love it. Well, we know that that is the intro deck that they have for this set, so we will have to do a flavor off
will have to
battle
do it
at some point
eventually.
in the future. But yeah, this is the deck list that we'll be using.
Yeah, maybe I'll come around on it, but for now, Shen's on top.
Shen all the
I
way,
think-
baby.
I think we just sign off with a solid, like,
All right, catch you next time.
goodbye.